Hey, welcome back to the void. We are here today. Well, I guess I don't need to start this as if I'm like I don't need to do my streaming intro because I'm not streaming right now. This is not actually going to be a VOD. So this video is not going to be the full like 3 hours, 3 or more hours long because I'm actually doing an off-stream recording because I finally decided what I wanted to do with this. Because if you watched from part one all the way to the end of the playthrough for Vex that I did on Borderlands 4, you would know that I had some issues with the final stream where things got messed up and I couldn't post it because it was just a completely ruined video. I don't know what happened, but my original plan was to play as a different character and go through the entire story and get there again and play those missions. I was originally going to try and do the side quests as well in a off-stream recording, so everything that was in that messed up VOD in that messed up stream would still make it into a video. But I kind of got tired of the game, and I certainly didn't want to play through the entire story again. So what I ended up deciding to do is I'm in my Vex playthrough, I'm playing as Vex, and I'm just gonna replay the final mission. Because if I'm not mistaken, the only main story mission that didn't make it into the playthrough was the Timekeeper's Order, the last and final quest in the story. So I'm just gonna replay it and record it, and that'll be the video, however long that takes. So we're gonna go ahead and replay. Hello. There we go. I was pressing and holding the F button because I thought I had to press and hold it, and I'm like, nothing's happening. Hello? Whoa, what's going on
Only
here?
one way up.
So you just press the F button. Yeah, we are here. So I think part of what got missed out, if I'm not mistaken, was like outside the tower. You go and there's the cutscene. You put that device down and it blocks the like out of bounds thing that shoots you, and you come up to the tower and you enter the tower and then you're in here if I remember correctly, and then it kind of starts this semi cutscene. So I go up, I believe. Let's see. Yeah. So it's kind of like a cutscene, sort of.
Vault Hunter, I know what you're doing. I know
I
you're
can't
fighting
move or
to end this,
anything.
to break Kairos free. I wanted to tell you something. I'm watching. I'm always watching.
They are watching. Helpless. It's all they can do. I've taken them all.
For millennia, I held the vault closed on my own. It wasn't until people arrived with their messy free will that things began to break. It's time to clean the slate. Remove these bugs in the system. Stop merely watching and start anew with just a vault and its timekeeper.
I'll kill you before you can hurt them.
Do what you do best, Vault Hunter. But you may find yourself breaking open a prison full of empty cells.
Or simply curl up and die in the poison gas. If
Ground
that's what
swing?
you choose to do. Free
Yeah.
will is a complicated thing.
Yeah, I'm still gonna treat it as if it was as if I was streaming it. So like anytime there's dialogue or something, I'm gonna kind of go quiet and let the dialogue play, and if there's a cutscene, I'll let the cutscene play, just like how I did with the stream of the playthrough. So for anybody who wants to see that stuff, they can. Up this way. I just did yesterday was, I mean, I always put the date in the title, but today's the 16th of sorry, I just my brain just zoned out. Today is the 16th of December 2025.
Rex, don't think I've forgotten about you.
Super not the time, dude. Got a planet of possessed people to free.
You don't care about the people of Kairos? You're here for the vault. You're just a murder tourist. A grave robber, shooting and looting your way through piles of people who never wanted you here. You already doomed this planet and all the others when you freed Lilith. Hell follows her, and now there's no stopping it. So don't talk to me about saving your friends. At least they'll get to die without feeling your hands around their throats.
Freaking RJ, man. But anyway, because I already told you what day it is as I'm recording this right now. But yesterday on stream, I actually played some of the newest content in the game. I played as Amon, my initial playthrough of the game. Words. The character who I did my initial playthrough of the game with. I streamed with Amon and I played the newest content, the Rush Saved Mercenary Day content expansion, the free, let me emphasize, free content expansion, because I mean, again, it's free, so I can't really complain at the end of the day, but it was a little disappointing in my opinion. It was like a less than an hour worth of content. I'm pretty sure if you actually time from the moment I like started the content, because there's the, you know, I always fuck around and I do the intro and stuff, and I talk about things before really getting into the meat and gravy of the stream. And if you actually time it from the moment I like actually genuinely started the content to the end, it was less than an hour worth of
I
content.
built it for Zadra. She had a soft spot for plants. And I suppose I had a soft spot for her.
And so that did not even take me halfway into the stream. I'm playing too much Arc Raiders. I was looking at this and I thought it was Merlin. Pretty sure that's what it's called, right? Merlin? You use it to make the herbal bandages. Yeah, it didn't even take me halfway into the stream. So I mean, I kind of had something prepared and planned for that. I did the Bloom Reaper.
Holy shit.
So I finished the Rush Saved Mercenaries Day content, and then I went and I did the Bloom Reaper, and I hadn't looked anything up on the Bloom Reaper, so I didn't know how much content there was. I wasn't sure if it was just gonna be like just the invincible boss, or if there was gonna be any build up or like story or plot to it.
Above sentimentality, above the core weakness of every human, the need to feel, drowning out the need to think. But she was just another threat to me and my order.
I didn't know how much content there was going to be to it, so that was kind of a gamble, because I didn't have anything else planned after that. I was really expecting the Rush Saved Mercenary Day to be more than that, but unfortunately it wasn't. And then I did the Bloom Reaper, and that ended pretty quick as well. So for the rest of the stream, I think I even ended stream a little early, like by like maybe 10 minutes, but that's just because by the end of it, like I finished Bloom Reaper, I finished the Mercenary Day content, And at that point, I was just kind of, I didn't feel like fighting Bloom Reaper over and over and over again. Like once I beat it once, I was like, that's it. I don't need to deal with this anymore. So I went to go farm the Mercenary Day bosses to just hang out and chill and talk. But I mean, sitting around farming something isn't really all that entertaining of content. So that's why I ended up ending stream early. But yeah, that was yesterday. That video, the VOD of that is going to be posted alongside this. So whichever you see first, like if you see the VOD of yesterday's stream, then I'm pretty sure I say it in the stream that I'm recording this and that it's going to be posted the exact same day. Or if you see this first, the VOD should also be uploaded as well. Yeah, I was overall ultimately disappointed with all the new content as a whole. Cause I mean the Rush saved Mercenary Day again, like I said, it's free. It was free. It was a free content expansion. So you can't really complain at the end of the day. But I don't know, I just felt like it was so unoriginal and lacked any, it felt like it didn't, it felt like it really lacked any Borderlands flair to it, honestly. Like the only thing that made it Borderlands was the fact that it was Mercenary Day instead of Christmas. But outside of that, it was just basically the most generic Christmas villain story you could think of. Frickin' dude is upset because whatever reason he doesn't have his family. He freaking called Timekeeper Daddy, which was so unexpected. It threw me off. I was not expecting the dude to be like, "Oh, Daddy! Oh, Daddy! Oh, my Daddy! You've killed my Daddy!" Like it almost sounded more sexual than him actually considering the Timekeeper his father. Like it genuinely didn't sound familial or paternal.
I can't wait to remember this.
But yeah, it just was very underwhelming. Sorry, I had some dead lip skin in my mouth. I have a very bad habit because a lot of times my my lips get dry. I try and use chapstick and stuff, but it never really seems to help that much. And so my lips get dry, and I always like peel off the dry dead skin. And then I spit it out, which I mean that's kind of gross. Kind of gross. I know. I'm not afraid to admit it. It's kind of gross, but it's not like the dead skin is really anything unhygienic per se.
Many lost, forgotten souls
But
in the face.
oh,
I wanted to give them a chance to meet you.
But I was expecting Rush to play more of a role in the actual story of the or not DLC. I was calling it that by accident in the actual stream as well. I kept saying DLC. But I was really expecting Rush to play more of a role in the content of the expansion of the story, and Rush really, like, he didn't do shit. He was just there on the comms. Like, it genuinely wasn't even, but Rush, in all honesty, the title of it is How Rush Saved Mercenary Day, but Rush didn't even really technically save Mercenary Day. He didn't do anything. It was just us, the Vault Hunters. Like, he sent us to go and fix things, and that was it. He didn't show up really until the very end, and then that was it. So I was honestly a little disappointed by that fact. I thought we were gonna get a cool content expansion with Rush and like fighting side by side and going and be badasses and stuff. That's painful. And then the Bloom Reaper, I mean, I will say I am at least happy that the Bloom Reaper can be soloed, because that was a huge issue I had with Borderlands 2. I feel like in Borderlands 2 they kind of lost their sympathy for people who play by themselves and don't play with friends. Because in Borderlands 2, like some of the content is so like difficult to solo that I haven't even done, like, I don't think I've killed a single raid boss in Borderlands 2. I haven't beaten a single overpowered tier in Borderlands 2.
A memento.
And yeah, I just gave up because you either need to min-max or use meta in the game, like whatever the meta guns and builds are
I will
for the
fabricate your
character
end.
you're playing, which I think is annoying. I hate when games make it feel like you have to min-max or use meta stuff. I much prefer when you can play games just however you want and it feels good playing the way you want, with the guns you want, with the things you want. And yeah, I'm glad it wasn't like Borderlands 2 and I could actually enjoy and do the content. I mean, it was still, granted, it was still annoying, like, again, because I wasn't using min-maxing or meta stuff. So, I mean, I did struggle a little bit to beat the Bloom Reaper, which was to be expected.
I'm not gonna stop.
But just the design of the arena and, well, I'll shut up. Oh, that was quick. He said one line.
Vault Hunter, don't know what's going on up there, but whatever you're doing, do it fast. Levain and all the other bolters are acting real crazy.
He's going to kill everyone on Kairos. You have to take him out. Lilith, can we get to them? Not in time. Vault Hunter, you can do this.
Lilith, what do you mean not in time? You literally have the ability to teleport. Yeah, the design of the arena felt abysmal. I don't know who designed and approved that, but they need some work. They need to go back into training
Please.
and learn how to design arenas better. And what's it called? Freaking one of the features, one of the mechanics that the Bloom Reaper had, like after you get it down to a certain HP point, the Bloom Reaper like shoots a bunch of spores or pollen or something in the environment.
Starts. You're a Vault Hunter, antithetical to my order. The vault will stay closed.
The command bolts will open the way. This one's for you, Zadra.
The Bloom Reaper shoots a bunch of spores or pollen or something. I don't know what exactly it's supposed to be, but it shoots a bunch of particles into the environment that completely blind you. You literally, like, the way the arena is designed, it's supposed to be a platform arena, like platforming. So there's a bunch of different platforms, and if you don't land on the platforms, you drop into a kill zone. Like, you die. You drop out of bounds and you die. So completely completely stripping the player of all of their visibility just felt like such a blatant, cheap way to increase the difficulty of the raid fight. Like, it didn't feel good at all. It didn't feel like a good mechanic. or anything. Not to mention, like, like I said, the arena design was horrible. Because, again, I was soloing it, I was playing by myself, and
Door as big as the timekeeper's ego. Gotta be close now.
I am enjoying a moment to myself. Stargazing. Join me, if you like.
the amount of times that I got knocked down and physically launched off of the arena, I couldn't do anything because when you're knocked down, the arenas have grapple points around the like the base rim of it to grapple up and pull yourself. But when you're knocked down, you can't grapple things, you can't jump, you can't dash, you can't hover and glide. You're knocked. So when I get
Just think, Vault Hunter.
If you had never arrived, we would still have futures, gleaming and bright, within the Timekeeper's crystalline order. But now we all will die. Every last soul. Because of you and your chaos.
So when I get knocked down midair, like if I'm trying to go from a platform to another platform and I get knocked down mid jump or mid hover or mid glide or whatever, just anything in midair, traveling from one platform to the other, I'm immediately dead. Unless I get lucky and somehow kill one of the ads and somehow pick myself up midair. But if I get knocked in the air, I would almost always immediately die. That is just such blatant bad design. Like I cannot believe that got past I cannot believe that got approved and got past testing. Like granted, if you're playing co-op and you're playing with other people, if you die, your progress doesn't get reset because your other people are still I'll shush.
Forever. That is my use. Forever. Here. As the clock ticks, I remain still. My order is eternal. You are a moment that shall soon pass. So let's enjoy it.
Never doubted you, buddy.
So like if you're playing with people, there's other people still alive in the arena.
All things
So yeah, if you yourself get knocked, you're probably gonna be fine because the other people are still alive and you don't lose your progress.
I'll wipe the slate clean.
But playing solo, getting knocked midair and getting launched off the arena is freaking abysmal because you lose all the progress of damage that you did on the boss. And that's just not good. That doesn't feel good from a gameplay mechanic standpoint. It's ridiculous.
Whoa!
And when I finally beat the freaking Bloom Reaper, I didn't get jack. The Bloom Reaper dropped maybe like 10 guns. And there was one single red chest as a reward outside of the arena. One single red chest.
This is positively invigorating.
I can't see anything. It was just
Reflect upon
ridiculous.
your weakness.
I don't understand how any of that got approved and made it past testing.
He's quick.
Like, literally the first Iridian Guardian, like the first Primordial Guardian that you fight in the very first vault in the Fade Fields, that felt like such a better
Your
boss
move.
fight than the Bloom Reaper. Like, it was so much more better designed and everything. Like,
8 out of 10 cats
they should have
wish they
made
were
that the
you.
invincible boss, if anything. It was so much better.
Your death this
And I
now?
can't see.
How exciting!
Where'd you go, you little bastard?
Aw, he's angry.
Enough! Free will. A rampant tumor, killing my perfect system.
Ugh.
Boom.
And why should you get to be free? All you do is destroy, while I must hold back chaos for eternity!
You think you're the prisoner? You did all of this yourself.
Is that what I look like through the eyes of a Vault Hunter? Someone who has a choice. I was given an order.
Negatory, you creeper.
Negatory, you creeper! Come here, you. Give me your face.
Get him, boy.
Uh-oh. There we go.
Love you.
Yeah, the game, when you're not playing, like, I mean, even on Ultimate Vault Hunter mode, like, when I'm playing as Amon, I actually haven't gotten UVH 6
Oh,
yet.
that's
I haven't
just
bothered.
fancy.
So I did all the new content on UVH 5. But, even on UVH 5, the game's really not that hard. It's just especially easy playing, just base difficulty. And I don't have any issues with that. I think it's perfectly fine. I'm not trying to, like, stress out playing an insanely difficult game. And this is on hard mode. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm using the... I mean, this is pretty much meta.
You're
What I'm
making a
using right
spectacle
now.
of
The spread
yourself.
launcher. I mean, it's not... I'm not spec'd into it in terms of, like, min-maxing for this meta. But, it is definitely one of the meta builds using the spread launcher. If I was actually spec'd into it, I would have killed this guy in one shot with the first spread launcher I hit him with. But I'm not, because I like playing the game how I like to play it. And not min-maxing and speccing into meta stuff.
Into the abyss. And begin.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of
Lot of UV rays.
I kind of already said everything that I had to say. I don't really have anything else planned to talk about. Plus, I'm pretty sure most of what I said I kind of repeated from the stream. So if you watch the VOD, you'll probably hear me say it again differently. I have a really bad habit of doing that. Yeah. I repeat myself a lot. And for any of you wondering, the stuff that's popping up on the screen that's saying level up, that's that's from the Rush Saved Mercenary Day expansion. Did I get anything good? Dude, I still can't believe, like, I think I said this in my review video of the game, but I still cannot believe that Borderlands does this crap with the loot explosion and sending all of your guns flying across the arena. Like, I genuinely don't think there's a single fan of the series anywhere that likes it. I think everything I've ever seen talking about the loot explosion, or whatever you want to call it, I am pretty sure every single thing that I have ever seen talking about it is nothing but complaints because the guns fly off the map and you lose your stuff. So the fact that the devs have kept it in, it's just, I really don't think the devs care that much about their player base. They do a lot of effort into pretending, but I don't think they actually genuinely care. This reminds me of Handsome Jack.
Everything breaks. Even cages.
So, the Timekeeper's order was perfect. It was supposed to last forever. But, Vault Hunters, they have a way of screwing up your plans. A Vault Hunter is more than a warrior. More than a treasure seeker. A Vault Hunter is a force of nature. They live on the Borderlands between order and mayhem. A Vault Hunter is the universe's way of righting the scales when they're tipped. Kairos would never be a prison again.
I still don't understand why they show Lilith at the very end there. As if she actually fucking did anything in the story. She doesn't do anything until like the very, very, very end. And even then she's technically not even really fucking doing anything. She just shows up. How do I just close it? Yeah, there we go.
But for the Vault Hunters, there was one last door to open.
Oh wait, no. What do you mean it's ending? Aren't I supposed to fight, what's his face? So what is the next quest after this supposed to be? I thought this was all one quest. So I'm supposed to fight RJ in there. I thought that was part of the final quest. Hang on, let me Google it, because maybe I'll replay it. Oh, somebody's killing me. Hold up. You're about to die, buddy. Who else wants some? You? You're in my way, bro. I'm trying to Google search something here, and you're giving me trouble. Alright. I'll come over here and I'll sit. Any legendaries? No. Alright. Let me Google real quick. What is the name of the quest where you fight RJ in Borderlands 4? Okay. So let me see if I can I still can't believe they don't even give you a chance for it. Like there's so many I need to stop. I need to stop myself because then I'm just gonna go ahead and rant again. I'm just gonna go ahead and rant and repeat things that I've already said. So what is it, a side mission? Do they have a search function? Like I wish they had a search function. If I just do name, is it in alphabetical order? Yeah, okay. So if I go down A, B, C, D, secret. Don't tell me it's not replayable. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Well, wait, these aren't in alphabetical order. It's called Secrets of the Vault. Am I blind? What if I turn this off? Let me just turn off the filters. Let's see, secrets, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, O, S. Okay. So here are all the S's. None of them say Secrets of the Vault. And then this is this isn't alphabetical order. Oh, there it is. All right. Unfortunately, I cannot replay that one. So that whole sequence at the very, very end of the game after you beat the timekeeper, you go into the vault and you fight RJ, who's been corrupted by all the drilling and poking in his head and stuff, and he's getting all mind fucked and shit by the phase dimension, or what is it? It's called the phase dimension, right? Where the siren powers come from. He's all getting mind fucked by the phase dimension, and it turns him evil. So you go into the vault, you fight RJ. Once you beat RJ, you just kind of walk into the vault, and you come up to this monolith type thing, and Lilith shows up at the very freaking end. Like I said, she literally doesn't do shit in this entire story, pretty much. I genuinely cannot remember her doing anything. So it just whatever. I've already spoken about that in my review of the game. But at the very end, Lilith shows up, and there's like this item. There's this item in the vault that Lilith shows up again. Another Lilith. There's two Liliths. There's the real Lilith, and then there's the Lilith that is like, I don't know, from like I don't know if they even specify or whatever, if it's like from a different timeline or from the future, or like it's from this timeline and she's like from the future, or she's from a different alternate reality. I don't know what the explanation is, but there's another Lilith that shows up and gives you the item that's in that vault, and she kind of explains like they basically set up the next game in the series for Borderlands 5 a bit pretty much. And I think the way that they set it up, I think it'll probably be the final game in the series. Whatever the next one is, like they could do another thing where like how they did Borderlands the pre-sequel in between this one and the next like full-fledged game in the series. I don't know. Whatever they have planned, but whatever the next whatever the Borderlands 5 I think might be the very last game in the series with the way they set up the ending. Um and I'm sure you guys can look it up on YouTube if you really want to see it. I feel bad I can't replay that mission. I was really hoping I could do all of that final stuff and put a nice bow and ribbon on this package of a playthrough, but unfortunately they don't let you replay it. So that is going to be it for today's recording. I was about to end this as if I was streaming again. I was going to say that is going to be it for today's stream, but I'm not streaming. I am doing an off-stream recording. Just so it's muscle memory. It's like I just go in the rhythm of it because I very rarely do off-stream recordings. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you are, if you're not, then you're not hearing this. Check out, all my socials, the stereotypical content creator stuff. Check me out on Twitch when I'm live. Check out my socials. Like, subscribe, comment, follow, bell, ding-a-ling-a-ling. Have a good night, good morning, whatever time of day it is where you are in the world. Peace.